have lost count of the amount of times that I have tried to make this video, and honestly, it's now at the point where I'm just going to sit down and we're going to talk, because trying to edit it together is taking too much time. I can't decide how I want to do it, and every time I work on it, I have huge imposter syndrome, and I feel like everything I'm making is really bad. And to be honest, yeah, a lot of my content will be kind of bad at the moment. I'm allowing my content to be bad because in a lot of ways I feel like I'm starting over again on YouTube. But this video is supposed to be why I'm even back in the first place. Some of you probably remember that I started YouTube way back in 2010. So that's 14 years, and yes, that means that Leo is now 14 years old. And I've decided this year, I've been wanting to come back for years, but this year I'm really going to do it. I'm really going to come back because I've got a really solid why, and maybe it's because I turned 35 this year, and with that came the realization that my next significant birthday is 40, and what do I really want my life to look like when I'm 40? Because I won't always have young children at home. Eventually I will be an empty nester. So it might be a kind of mid-30s crisis. I am officially mid-30s. I work in retail part-time. It's not a job that I want to keep because there's no progression, and my earning potential is capped, and it's barely over minimum wage, and I don't want to be there forever. I do have my acting work, and that is a lot of fun, but it's very sporadic, and it doesn't happen often enough to pay the bills. It's a lot of fun when it happens, it's very rewarding, but I don't think I'd want to do that all the time either, because even that would get boring and I'd be away from home a lot. I can do it every so often, but not all the time. I found a video that I made in February, very similar to this one, and that just goes to show that I've been thinking about this for months now, probably since the beginning of the year, and I've made very little progress towards it. So the reasons for return, one I've kind of just outlined. I'm getting older, and Leo is 14 and will probably move out at the age of 18 if he chooses to. I'm not going to force him, but if he chooses to. And obviously Fox and Eden are also growing older, and by the time they're gone, I may not know who I am without them, because I came to motherhood very early. I was 20 and I had barely got to know myself, and then all of my 20s and half of my 30s have been in the trenches of parenthood. So I need to figure out who I am without my children, so that when they do eventually leave, I don't have a crisis then. I also want to show them that their mum is still a person, that I'm still Jessica, that I still have dreams and ambitions and adventures that I want to go on. So that's mainly the first reason. The second reason is income. I have talked about it just a bit now, but yeah. Basically, we moved house last autumn. The house is bigger and it's better and surrounded by green. I'm not far from my house now. And green, and the river is just over my shoulder. It was a good move. It was a good move. But with that comes cost of living. And our rent went up. We can't really do much about that, but our energy bills went up. Our food bills have gone up because we have an extra person to feed, and just the cost of everything has gone up. Energy was extortionate the first few months. We have now kind of evened it out and things are better. We changed provider, we use the special smart tariff at night, things like that. But, you know, we need to earn a bit more money in order to feel comfortable. Things have been pretty tight the last 8 months. And I'd say that the last month, this one and the one before, is probably the first time that it didn't feel absolutely like down to the wire. So, that's reason number 2. Income. And you know what? I think those are just the two those are really just it. I want to have a career where I feel like I'm actually doing something fulfilling. The goal is to monetize this channel, obviously. I've talked about income, and I wouldn't be doing this for free. I'm halfway there, basically, because I've already got a following that I built years ago. I just need to get my watch time up. So I want to take you along on my adventures. I don't exactly know what this is going to look like. I don't have a niche. I don't have a plan. I just will upload content and take you along on whatever adventures I have, or just content that I want to produce. I often like to make things with my hands, and I like to share how I made things. And for some people, yeah, it'll be boring, not particularly groundbreaking. But if I feel like I enjoyed something and it added value to my life, I want to share it with my viewers. Maybe no one will really view it. No one's going to care. I'm a tiny, tiny fish in a massive ocean, a drop in the proverbial bucket. But at least I'm here and I'm trying. And I'm not just like accepting that this is my life now. If I've learned anything over the last few years, is that if you want something, you got to go out and make it happen. You know, and I'm not even sure that I'm in focus for most of this video, but who cares? At least it's like real. And I'm just gonna post this. I'm barely gonna edit it because I don't have time. I tried doing the cinematic thing. I tried doing visuals and storytelling. I do not have time. And I'm too, I doubt myself too much if I work on things for too long. So yeah, you know, if I'm not for you anymore, no hard feelings. You can unsubscribe, and that's fine. But if you want to tag along, then yeah, I'd love to have you. So stay tuned, guys. Please like this video to let me know that you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, click on the little bell for the notifications, and then if you can, leave a comment as well, because any engagement is really helpful and gets me closer to my goal of monetizing and having a passive income that can then add to our